Welcome back to the channel, it's Mazer. We finally got to figure out what the new Ultra character is going to be. It's Ultra Turles, which makes complete sense. But I'm not here to talk about why this character is the best pick we had out of the three options we did. I'm actually going to be talking about his kit, because let's be honest, we're only getting this guy who is good. His ink art looks pretty good. I think it's better than G4's just because of it not being the disgusting pose. I mean, okay, Turtles is technically copying Super Saiyan 4's pose here, who's technically copying Omega Strong's pose, who's technically copying, well, never mind, I guess Super Vegito came after. The point is, the arms cross pose isn't really the original thing ever, but actually, never mind, Turtles actually had a lot better moves. His whole entire little blasting, whatever. We're actually going to be talking about this kit. So we're going to go ahead and read this thing right now. Dragon Ball fans reading, not too good, but we're going to try this thing. Unique gauge excels at offense and defense. Okay. Consume 20% of the unique gauge. Power up each arts. Plus, every time unique gauge is consumed, Turles' health key will be restored. Enemy core changes will be nullified. Gauge will be charged 7% at the start of the match. So Turles will have powerful offense and defense. Okay, this is actually a relatively unique gauge. Consume 20 of it to power up each arts. Okay, so it sounds like you can't control it. It just automatically just uses it. Because it says 20% power up each arts. So there's no way to like turn that on. So like just the moment you press a card, it's gonna do that. And you're probably gonna build gauge by pressing like green card or something. Okay, survivability with the stats you've expected, defense type, 10% reduction, blah blah blah, useless. For survivability, that just seems like a useless little thing right here. That's actually like this right here, this whole thing right here. Number 2 survivability. This honestly sounds like Yap, just because like why do they have to mention that? They don't even usually do this. Powerful special move arts. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way. This is not needed. The fact this is a special note, because like the yellow is like the most special stuff, like just most basic information. Wait, hold on. I didn't even notice he had that. Obtain incredible power with the fruit of the tree of might. Activate comeback. Okay, yeah, so he has comeback. That's comeback is the that's what Turles has, I think. Not that it's Turles. That's what Ultra Frieza has. I already have Ultra Frieza, so it's already not too looking good for me in terms of just summoning for this guy. Let's see what else he's got going on. Okay, so this blue card just makes you go type neutral, elemental. Yeah, elemental. Yep. 10% to okay, and it takes up 20% gauge. Everything does that, I'm assuming. So every attack just takes 20% of your gauge, and this does more damage. Again, he has to come back. We'll see if it does anything better. Okay, recover 7% HP, not 100%, so he's not that crazy. Okay, and it charges the gauge to 100%. And damage inflicted by Turles and allies will get a boost. Okay, damage boost, and he's getting 100% gauge, so that's good. Okay. Though, because the cost of all arts, all enemies will be increased. Okay, so your opponent will be okay. This is good, and their vanish will be reduced. Okay, so his comeback is actually really good. He's gonna increase all your ki by 50, which is similar to Frieza's mechanic, where every time he comes into a match, he gives you like 60 ki or something dumb like that. He's also gonna be taking away vanish and by sealing rush, which is very important because for Ultra Frieza, I believe the strategy for him was for you to wait for him to tackle, and then you'd either like rush or something. I forgot. It's been a while since I actually played with Frieza or even fought Frieza, so I don't know entirely. But he is blue, which makes a lot of sense. Blue, you're probably gonna be running this guy on Powerful Opponent or movies. Crusher Corpse would not recommend that. You get your own Saiyans as well. Z ability, Sagas, and Powerful Opponent. Yeah, so this guy's gonna be Powerful Opponent buffer for sure. Blah blah blah. Ultra ability, he's meant to be. Let's see, Ultra ability is actually like the biggest thing to tell us. Ultra abilities for movies. Okay, that makes sense. Movie campaign. Blast armor on strike, good. Always nice to have. And it has a chance to take away Dragon Balls. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 10% chance is pretty low, but even so, it's still annoying to deal with. Blast card, also a chance to take Dragon Balls. Okay, that's stupid. Blue card, got a lot of stuff going on here. Blue card, we already know the type neutral, so that's nice. Blah blah blah, yap. Okay, if you have 20% or more, it will consume 20%. and then it will buff it more. So let's see, yeah, it's just gonna do more damage. Oh, it only goes type neutral if it's oh, if you have 20% gauge. So yeah, making sure that gauge flow is important. Reduce the draw speed of all enemies. Okay, you reduce draw speed. It's nice. If the unit gauge is consumed, what? Boost the draw speed and attribute. Wait, so this doesn't boost the gauge? I'm confused now because how do you get gauge up? Because the green card consumes gauge as well. And there's a big issue with this, the fact that every single card consumes gauge, so you're gonna have to actually really conserve your gauge. So we're gonna have to see like how much gauge it takes up. Hopefully it's like 10 ticks per side of the gauge, because it no 20%. So always like I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna work. It's gonna be weird. Um, you get one card that's okay. It's not the best, but it's something. 30% key, 30 key is alright. Yeah, you really are gonna want to have that 20% gauge to take from. 10% damage inflicted, 15 counts, mid. Minus card draw speed to opponent is good though. Consume. Okay, once you actually have the unit gauge, you're gonna be getting That's when you get draw speed. Okay, that sucks. You have to have 20% hit the draw speed. Um, and it shortens substitution counts. Yeah, the first one didn't do that. And then see effects for set after a character switch. Okay, and it only works for turles. You can't even like use it anywhere else. Ultimates. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's just skim see if there's anything important. Damage inflicted, get boost of damage inflicted, blah blah blah. Substitution counts. You would swap. Okay, so it's normal ultimate. Nullifies endurance. Good. It's like the most basic thing ever. But once you have the 20% gauge, once you have that gauge up going, extra damage. Even more damage for your allies, and you can immediately switch out after using the ultimate. That's good. And obviously blast armor. Main ability. Let's see what main ability is looking like. Recover a bunch of HP. Even restore the vanishing gauge. Okay, that's good. That's good. Health and key. You get ultimate. 25% HP. All right, not the best, not the worst. 60 key. Not the best, not the worst. That's pretty good. Actually, I think 60 key is pretty good. Restore your own vanish. Very good. Gogeta Blue has that, and it comes in handy when it comes in handy. And 16 damage cut. It's not the worst. Unique abilities. Here's what you need to look at. Draw. Okay, that's good. Okay, you draw a green card on entry, which also destroys. Wait, hold on. No, okay, on entry, he's gaining a green card while also taking away an opponent's card. And if the unique is consumed, obviously he's gonna he's just getting a buff no matter what card he uses. He just gets a buff. And when hit by an enemy, okay. Oh, also, so essentially, how it works. Hold on. It's consumed when it's hit by an enemy strike arts attack. Recover HP. Unit gauge charge rate will get a boost if there's a defeat. Oh, so this thing charges on its own. Looks like Wait, no, that doesn't make sense either. Because if it charges on its own, that means it'll just immediately absorb itself after one. I'm missing something here. If unit gauge is consumed when a strike or blast arch is used, get a buff to damage. If it's consumed when hit by an opponent's arch attack, recover HP. Yeah, this is like I don't know how it charges still. Let's see this. Okay, when it starts the match, you get 7%. 180 damage inflicted. That's not. I think that's like the normal now. I think. And I don't really care about reduced damage. He's gonna tank. There's not a problem with that. Yeah, you're gonna have to look to a different YouTuber if you ask me to care about this stuff. I do not care at all. I'm looking for how that unique gauge works. Enter the battlefield. Blah blah blah. Also, 50% of your own unique gauge charge rate if you have a defeat ally. I think it charges on its own, guys. Following each effects curve every time this uses okay. When you use any card, you will consume 20% of your gauge, and it will give buffs. If it has 20% or more, activation counts for set after character switch. Okay, so it seems like you can only use 20% each switch. Well, each time he's on the field, so that's better. Switch or after the opponent's special action that activates when health reaches 0 has been activated. Hold on. Resets after character switch or after character special. Okay, so usually you have to switch out and then back in, but if you actually come back, you can do it again, which is something. 3% to damage inflicted, blah blah blah, I don't care. Every time you're okay, when you're hit and you consume 20%, you're gonna get whatever, I guess. That doesn't really say. We already know what it does, actually. But here comes. Special cover change against strike arts. Okay, mid. One time only when health reaches 0, turles will remain undefeated and recover. 7% HP. After comeback, activates turles. Offensive abilities will get major buffs, including a boost of damage inflicted. Yeah, he's eating the Tree of Might. The fruit of the Tree of Might. You'll destroy cards. Oh, you're nullified from destroying, getting your cards destroyed. Good. I guess Shenron's already out the door for that one. Reduce key effects. Unit gauge will charge up to 100%. Very good. And every time unit gauge is consumable. Okay, that's pretty good. Because the gauge is getting so the moment you fill up the gauge, or rather you use the gauge, you're gonna get cover null. Very good considering you can use that like essentially the moment you switch into him. So you're never gonna have to worry about cover null. So I haven't seen any cover null in entry, which is fine because he gets cover null essentially on just passing a card. Opponent, enemy, backs long range. Okay, yeah, blah, same thing. Just blue card. When changing cover, consume. Wait, what? When changing cover, consumes 20% of the gauge if it's at 20%. If it's all damage. Wait. Okay, this is no cover change. All this is no. This is not. This is just if you just switch in. So like tanking, I think. And then here's the ability. It'll give you a full hand of cards. That's nice. Charges geek gauge. Oh my goodness. Blah blah blah. Store cards effects great. Enemies reduce key fine. And then 20. What is this? And unfavorable element factors. Reduces key effects to self for 20 counters. No place. Own unfavorable element factors for damage to okay, so you just permanently just have color null. Good, that's like the average. Reduces okay, and you also reduce enemy's key of 0. I talked about that one. And you add 50 arts cost for only 3 counts though. That essentially means that they can only use a couple cards. So if they do attack immediately, they're gonna ruin their combo. But like that's not an end all be all because I can just switch characters. So that's not the greatest thing ever. But so is Frieza's thing. I think it's just not that great because it's not that hard to counter by just being smart. It cannot activate for stealth trucks. So yeah, stealth trucks pretty strong. Good thing they don't exist. Okay, so this is where I'm talking about. Gradually charges on unique gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or in standby. That's it. So you have to wait a while. That's a pretty good way to do it. Because if he had it by mumble. If he actually had it by like getting hit like Gogeta Blue's gauge, he could eventually fall off by just having weaker defense over time. So good thing he actually does charge it over time. And I don't remember who's the last character that does that. I think hit charges over time. There's no way to know how fast it's going to charge, but it should probably charge relatively fast considering how everything takes up his gauge, actually. Literally everything you press while in turles takes up gauge, so hopefully they can do something. But I feel like his kit isn't that long. This wasn't a long read, I don't think. So he's not incredibly busted, I don't think. He's not going to be like as strong as you'd want him to be. Hopefully they can just inflate some of these stats or whatever, or just somehow make him strong. Because some looks of it, this guy looks pretty mid, pretty bad, pretty Actually, yeah, because I think Pycon and Gogeta solo. Just Bravo random green. I guess Shenron solos. I swear, if we get Cryhon back, we're gonna get Cryhon back. We're 100% gonna get Cryhon back, and I know for a fact we're gonna have to deal with that. I think Cryhon's still stronger than this guy from what I've seen. I was really upset. I thought in the trailer when I saw him like avoid that Kamehameha, I thought he actually like had the ability to like get out of ultimates, but no, it's just a really bad comeback. So he's gonna just essentially just like do a backflip out of the attack and then just eat his fruit. and I only assume it's gonna hit you after. Pretty mid though. Let me know what you guys think about turles here. I did a pretty bad job reading this. This is my first time doing this. Probably my only time doing this because it wasn't that fun considering how much turles sucks. Um, let's not say suck. He's gonna be average. I think he's gonna be pretty strong. I guess he's gonna be top 10. I think that's safe to say. He's gonna be stronger than the Goku unit. I think he's healing a lot. I don't say a lot, but like I don't know, because the way his gauge works, it seems like the only way to like use it, because you can only use 20% at one time, and as you use that 20%, you kind of have to switch out to get it back. I think. 'Cause I don't think it's gonna work how like you can just press 4 cards and then take away 80% of the gauge. I don't think it's gonna work like that. Although that probably would be a good thing, considering it depends on how fast this thing charges, really. Well, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Whole lot of yap, whole lot of reading. This is gonna be the most trash video ever. If this video gets a lot of views, I will actually have to rethink my YouTube career, because this has not been great. I'm up at like 10 o'clock just to read. Yeesh. Alright, guys, that'll be it for today. Chimichanga, and see you guys on the next one.